The Kolbrin Bible, Chapter 9, Attitudes of the Real Man Towards Wealth. If God has endowed you with riches, then regard them with pleasure, for the means to good deeds is in your hands. It is not sufficient for a rich man to give to the poor or to alleviate the distress of the needy. He who, having received abundance from God, doles out a pittance to the poor, does but salve his conscience, and is not truly walking with God. It is the duty of the rich man to cast the weight of his riches in the balances, that goodness may outweigh evil. It is the duty of the powerful man to range his might alongside the forces of good in the struggle against evil. He shall protect the poor against the exploiter and defend the weak against oppression of tyrants. It is not so important to give to the poor man as to remove the cause of his poverty. To help the weak is good, but of lesser importance than to attack their oppressor. The law decrees that the lot of no two men shall be alike. If it were otherwise, earth could not fulfill its purpose. But he who has riches, or is powerful or handsome, he who has intellect and skill, should bear in mind that he possesses these under the law. According to the bounty bestowed, so must be the return to the general welfare of man. And a proper accounting will be demanded by the assessors in the hall of terror. No man is the absolute possessor of riches or estate, for his period of ownership must duly come to an end. Rather is he the trustee of the riches at his command, and he should regard them accordingly. Look for the man of merit, and see that he does not go unrewarded. Encourage the craftsman and promote useful works. Let your wealth serve all men and not be dissipated in selfish indulgences. Seek out the promoters of poverty and distress and cast your riches in the balance against them. Do not expect life to reward you or even grant you peace or pleasure. The powerful and strong will be your enemies, and even those you serve will betray. You will not be acclaimed, and may even be derided as a fool. Only your soul will remain steadfast beside you. A rich man is not wicked because of his riches, for this of itself neither makes a man wicked, nor makes him good. It is the manner whereby he deals with his riches that determines a man's status. Live in moderate comfort, and maintain a position according to your estate. Stint not in acquisition of learning and things of beauty. Shun ostentation and publicity, for these are props of the weaklings. The riches which exceed your modest requirements are superfluous to your welfare. It is by your dealings with the surplus that you will be judged. There is little advantage in the mere possession of riches. The advantage is gained in knowing how to use them. Wait not until men come seeking your compassion. Find them first and assist them without desiring praise or benefit. Let not your generosity be hampered by the riches you have. Rejoice in your possession, for if used for good, your pleasure is without blame. But he who stores up riches beyond his needs and puts them to no good use swathes his soul in the wrappings of death. If rich, become not puffed up because of your possessions, or if poor, be not downhearted. For God in his goodness metes out happiness to both. Count not upon your friends if you are rich and powerful, for they are untried. Can a man of title and position ever be sure he is loved and respected for himself? If the poor man is held in high regard, he can be happy in the assurance that it is for himself alone, and he is at peace. Possessions and position attract friends and honey, as honey attracts bees. But it is adversity which winnows them. Men test gold for its value, and gold tests men for their worth. To gather riches for their own sake corrupts the soul, but to deal with them to the benefit of others beautifies the soul. See the face of the miser and imagine the dark horror it dimly reflects, and behold the face of the benevolent man. Does it not mirror the radiance within? If on earth man is to learn the eternal values, he must be taught through the perception of earthly values. The contrast of riches and poverty serves its end.